Alright, so now in this video we're going to look at a voltage ramp. So when we discharge the capacitor holding the switch in the circuit, we'll have 0 volts. When we release the switch, we're going to use 1 milliamp of current to charge the capacitor. So in recent videos we've been looking at the S102, and they come on tape strips. That T on the end is kind of extra, but I'm going to put it there. It's a current regulator diode. Not really a diode, but it does have a cathode and anode, and it sets 1 milliamp of current through it when you wire it that way, no matter what the voltage is. So when you charge a capacitor at a steady amount of current, then its voltage goes up based on that current and its capacitance. So 1000 microfarad, the same as 1 millifarad, is 1/1000th of a farad, and 1 milliamp is 1/1000th of an amp, and so you get 1 volt per second. If this was a 1 farad capacitor and 1 amp of current, you would again have 1 volt per second of it charging right there. So we'll look at that coming up. So I'll pop the capacitor out of the way. We got the current source right there. It's a little surface mount device, but they put it on this board. That middle pin doesn't connect to anything. So we got the anode to the positive supply, cathode, because there's a little gray band on that side, on the negative side. So I got the switch right there, connected there, and that will be where we put the positive side of the capacitor, 1000 microfarad capacitor. Other side of the switch is where I have the oscilloscope wired. So bottom of the switch, you can see there, goes to ground. When I close the switch, we'll get a direct connection to ground. By the way, I don't put these push button switches in those spots, maybe ever before, and so they're kind of pushing it out right now. After you use a switch in the same spot for a bit, they wear down and they hold better. So just thought I would point that out. And now we'll plug in the capacitor there, and we'll get the oscilloscope. And here we got the oscilloscope. So I pushed the switch into the board. It was kind of popping out. You can see here that we're measuring the voltage there through the switch, and so if it pops out, it'll drop to 0. But right now it's doing good. And we got 5 volts at the power supply. I figured instead of putting this in a spot where I know it's going to stay steady, I'll put it in one where it's unpredictable, just because when you got a new board, it's going to be a little unpredictable. So in any case, 5 volts at the supply. This current source actually will get you all the way to the full supply voltage. So I got other ones that did not do all the way to the supply voltage. But there you can see the ramp right there, and I'm not going to touch that switch again. I'm just going to try to pause it, hopefully right at a line. Looks like I'm off a little bit right there, but let's do that again. I usually do a better job at pausing it right at a line. So that should be far enough. There we go. Not too bad there. There you can see. So 1 second across there, and then 1 volt up. And so we got 1 volt per second, 1 volt per second, and it looks like it's drifting a little way now. It's drifting slower. That's because you start losing some current when you get close to the supply voltage with this. That's what that is telling me. So we don't have to do 5 volts, and in fact, the higher the voltage you use, the longer you should have a accurate ramp right there. And so the switch is still holding pretty good, and we'll get that up to 8 and see how long we held the ramp. So there you can see it going somewhere about 1 volt per second. And let's zoom in. So I pressed this a little late, so you can see we're a little bit behind there, but about 1 volt per second. And it looks like it's not doing as good, but we do have that ramp there. So maybe this isn't a perfect 1000 microfarad capacitor or something else. We should be getting reliable current because we measured that before and whatnot. But we do have a ramp there. That's the main thing. The voltage is steadily rising if that's what you need. So in any case, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you check out one of the other videos I'm posting on the screen, and check out the links down below. They all help out a lot. I'll see you in the next video.